Hi, this is Amanda from Soul Scuba, and this is a 10-minute yoga break. So you might have just been scrolling through Facebook or through Instagram and you stumbled upon this video, and if that's the case, then just stop scrolling for a few minutes and devote yourself to just a little sliver of time to practice some yoga with me, something that's good for your health and your well-being. It's only 10 minutes. So we've been spending a lot of time scrolling these days. We have a lot of screen time, and this can create a lot of tension in our body. And it starts in the eyes, all that staring at the screens, and then it spreads through our face and into our head and our neck and shoulders and through the rest of our body. So what we're going to do today is a good tonic for that tension that starts in the eyes, and it's just generally very healthy for our eyes. Our vision is precious, so we're just giving a little bit of attention to our precious eyesight. This exercise is called Netra Vyayamam. These are Yogic Eye Exercises. So if you'd like to practice with me, find a comfortable seated position, whether it be on the floor, whether it be in a chair. Maybe you're in bed and you can just prop yourself up for a few minutes for this practice. Just find a comfortable equal balance between effort and ease, and of course meditation is the foundation of our yoga practice, so we'll start by bringing ourselves fully into this present moment, and we can do that simply by bringing the awareness to the breath. So let's just take notice of those subtle sensations of the breath as it enters and leaves the nostrils. Notice those very subtle movements of the belly and the rib cage and maybe even the chest as we breathe in and out. When we're fully with each and every breath, it's impossible for us to be anywhere else but the present moment. The present moment is the only place where we're truly alive and where we truly have an influence over our circumstances. Naturally, the mind will wander when this happens. We simply notice it happened, and then we bring our awareness back, and we continue to do that over and over again. So with this mindfulness, we'll open our eyes, and we're going to imagine a vertical line in front of our face, and then we're going to stretch our eyes all the way up to the top of that line. And then on the exhalation, in a very mindful, slow movement, we follow that line all the way down to the bottom. Pause there for a moment. When it's time to inhale, we follow that line all the way back up to the top. And back down to the bottom. And continue this at your own pace. Let the breath be the guide. We can inhale the eyes up. Exhale the eyes down. And we're not really focused on just getting from point A to point B. We're also enjoying the journey. So we're focusing on every point along that line. So this is just as much a concentration practice as it is a physical practice that stretches and strengthens the muscles in the eyes and strengthens the optic nerve and allows us to release tension from the eyes. So without rushing, the next time the eyes come back to the top, pause there for a moment and then center, soften, and close the eyes and just let them rest for a moment. You can take in a deep inhalation, fill up the lungs, and then exhale, release, relax. Next, we'll open our eyes. This time we're going to soften our gaze on an imaginary horizontal line in front of our face. And this time we'll stretch our eyes all the way to the right. And then in a slow, mindful movement, coordinated with the breath, we follow the line all the way to the left. Pause there for a moment, and then use the breath to follow the line all the way back. Continuing at your own pace. And you may notice as you do this that the eyes tend to want to skip certain areas. They want to skip ahead or they move around a little bit. And if that happens, then just pause in those areas for a few moments. Take a couple of nice, slow, deep breaths and see if you can untangle whatever that tension is that's causing that. Okay, we're not moving the head, we're just moving the eyes. The chin remains parallel to the floor. Now, without rushing, the next time the eyes make their way back all the way to the right, we can pause there for a moment and then center, soften, close the eyes, let them rest for a moment. Take in a deep inhalation, fill up the lungs. Hold the breath at the crest of that inhalation. And then exhale, release any tension, and relax. Now we'll open our eyes again. This time we're going to visualize an imaginary clock in front of our face. We'll stretch our eyes all the way up to 12 o'clock. And then in a smooth motion, we sweep around to 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4, 5. Stretch them all the way down to 6, and then around to 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, back up to 12. Continue to sweep them around the clock face at your own pace. And we want to touch every point in between. Smooth motions. Our eyes aren't jerking and ticking motions like a clock would. They're nice and smooth. These movements can be coordinated with the breath, so as we inhale, the eyes can follow that inhalation up towards 12 o'clock, and then as we exhale, the eyes can move down towards 6 o'clock. And without rushing, the next time the eyes make their way back up to 12 o'clock, take your time, pause at 12 o'clock just for a moment, and then center and soften your eyes. Close your eyes for a moment, let them rest. Take in a deep inhalation, fill up the lungs. Hold the breath for a moment. And then exhale, sigh. Let go of any tension. And relax. We're going to do that one more time. So open your eyes. Stretch the eyes up to 12 o'clock. This time we're going to do counterclockwise movements. So stretching the eyes around to 11, 10, 9, 8, and so on. Continue around at your own pace. Let the movements follow the breath. And even though we're fully focused on each breath, we're fully focused on the entire journey of these movements around the clock face, we're also aware of what's happening in the rest of our body. So we're checking that we're not holding any unnecessary tension anywhere in the face or the jaw or the shoulders or anywhere else in the body. And without rushing, the next time the eyes make their way back up to 12 o'clock, you can pause there just for a moment, then center and close the eyes, take in a deep inhalation, fill up the lungs, hold the breath for a moment, and then exhale, soften and relax. Let go of any tension with that exhalation. And keeping the eyes closed, you can bring the palms together and rub them briskly. We're going to create some heat in the palms of the hands, maybe a sense of energy and vibration in the palms. And when we feel like there's a good amount of heat and energy in the palms, we can cup them over the eyelids, take in a deep inhalation, and feel that heat and energy penetrate the eyes, past the eyelids, into the backs of the eyes, relaxing any tension from the muscles of the eyes, from the optic nerves, just drinking in that darkness. And when we feel like the heat and energy has dissipated, we can slide the fingers down to the eyelids and give a nice little massage on the eyes from the nose towards the ears. Maybe it even feels good to give a little circular massage to the temples and the side of the head, or somewhere else in the face, the head, the neck. And if this feels good, continue a little bit longer. That was only 10 minutes of yoga. Feel free to do more. So thanks for joining me. I hope you feel better. And if you'd like to see more of these videos, follow me on Soul Scuba Yoga Diver on Instagram, YouTube. You can find me at Soul Scuba Yoga and Diving. Namaste. Have a great day. Cheers.